I've been doing some reading lately on long videos. And I haven't been watching them, just been reading about long videos. They're like, what about knives? Fellow YouTuber, a little older, mentioned that a lot of the bigger channels are doing 10-minute or longer videos. So they can do mid-roll ad breaks, ads at the ends of the videos, and I think there's an option to send you junk mail too. I'm going to get on that. So it prompted me to do some half-assed research, as opposed to a half-assed video. It seems that longer knife videos nowadays also get ranked higher. Let me repeat that. Longer videos get ranked higher. Again, longer videos get ranked higher. But the reason I'm letting you know this is because it seems to have added about 30 to 40 precious seconds to this video, which should help out the ranking of this video because longer videos get ranked higher. The video, of course, is for the Esee Camp Lore series JG3 BO. It's kind of like a cross between an Izula and an Esee 3, with a touch of the Keonless Bushcrafter's Delight of the HM series. I said a bush, craft, a bushy to the craft. See what happens, YouTube? Wait until I discover catalogs and learn how to read. This channel will blow up. But before we blow anything, let's go over the dimensions like the overall length and weight. With and without that sheath. Did you know that sheaths add weight to knives when you use them in conjunction with one another? Blade length and cutting edge. I recommend just carrying the knife in your teeth to avoid sheath weight if you're an ultra-light hiker. That's a life hack. Handle size, grip area. Did you know that fellow reviewer Journeywind Junk sent this to me for review? You should really check out his reviews. Spine thickness, handle thickness. I don't think his review's done yet, but when it is, you should read it. Tallness is. He approaches his reviews with care and seriousness. I really only care about SEO. The James Gibson design JG3 comes in two flavors, both of which are a little metallic tasting. The regular JG3 made from an uncoated 1095 carbon steel for the patinas, and this one, the JG3-BO, using 1095 carbon steel and a black oxide coating and an uncoated 90-degree spine for ferro riding. This one would be more rust resistant because it's covered in BO. Unlike the standard SC3, this knife features a smaller side profile, a high flat grind, not quite a full flat grind, a little bit shorter of a cutting edge, 3.2 for the JG3 versus 3.3 for the SE3, a little bit different of a blade coating, and a more droppy of a point on the JG3. More droppy of a point, of course, being a phrase which just caused about 7 people to unsubscribe. Esee makes a wide variety of blade styles, and some of their more bushcraft-friendly options drop the front key on, like this one. Like, don't drop it, they just don't have it on there altogether. Or my SE6 that I traded away for the SE3. When in the outdoors, I generally don't bushcraft. I use my blades for food prep or breaking down some wood and fighting bears, so I've found when I do choke up on the blade, my finger tends to hit the edge of the blade because I can't do anything right, at least on these knives without the keons. I prefer front finger guards or keons, take a shot every time I say keons, but some dudes don't, which is why the guy I traded my SE6HM to loves it. As knife bros, we don't all have to like the same thing, unless of course a court order forces us to. The handle. But before we get to that, let's enjoy a wonderful commercial break from one of our super legit sponsors.
Hey, do you like money? I like money. I live in a castle. I got a fountain. If you would like these things, follow my 3-step program. Find out how now.
And we're back. The handle. The handle, like many Esees, is a canvas micarta handle, and it's comfortable. Canvas micarta scales over a full tang. Boring, well-rounded handles that fit a wide variety of grips is something I like about Esees. The handle is comfortable and fits the curve of my hand well. There's a hole in the back for a lanyard paracord survival sculpture that you could also match to your paracord survival bracelet. If you remove the handle scales, this is what it looks like underneath of the scales. It's also what an extra 10 seconds looks like. To its credit, Esee uses Allen keyed handles for swapping and removal, easy style. If they ever get too beat up, just buy new ones, or just steal them from someone who posts pictures of their knives to Instagram. The sheath is a nice reddish brown sewn and welted one, similar but not the same to my Esee PR4 sheath. It's thick, well made in the USA, just like the knife. And I want to say in the standard JG3 and sheath, you can get a right or left-handed sheath. So you could buy the left-handed one, if you want. This one's right-handed, though, because I'm not a freak of nature. Did you ever notice how most animals aren't left-handed? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's not one of them dangle sheaths, but since it's a small knife, it works well and doesn't ride high. My grandpa always said, a good sheath and a good pair of underwear never ride high. Or, if you're going commando, you don't need to worry about either. Okay, my grandpa wasn't into knives, and would have been ashamed at a poorly worded joke at the expense of a cheap laugh, or saying he said something that he didn't. Comparisons. Are we at 10 minutes yet? You're like, yeah, 3 minutes ago. Knives. Let's see knives. First, the JG3, because we haven't seen it enough. Good comfortable handle. I'm a bit of a sucker for a 4-inch blade, though. And you might say, then why do you review so many 3-inch fixed blades? For hunting or fishing or bushcrafting or whatever people do to pretend they don't buy their meat from a store killed by someone else, 3+ inch blades are a good compromise for not looking like a jackass with a Rambo sawback on your belt, because they're a lighter weight and good for most camp and outdoor tasks not named batoning. If you've not been able to ascertain in the years you've been watching this channel, I am not a bushcrafter or survival expert. Now the Esee 3 standard. I like this one a bit better than the JG3 because of the handle and keyon. I hold a knife sort of like a child, and the proper finger guard and keyon are more friendly to my awkward fingers. This one has some blade jimping, while the JG3, if you have an eagle eye, does not. It's also a little heavier than the JG3 too. Not quite as big a knife as I like for batoning. How about the PR4? This one's a nice size overall. Also a 90-degree spine for ferro rotting. I still don't 100% love the handle. I'm more of a standard Esee handle type guy. You know the type, right? Journey went junk when he returned my PR4, had it sharpened and strapped. I bet you weren't aware of all the proper tenses of the word, were you? And when I returned his Condor Swamp Romper, I think I left tree sap on it. See, that's the kind of guy I am. I'll link his review of the PR4 under this video so you can read his take on the knife. How about the Condor tool and knife Bush Lore? This one is okay. I like the handle. However, I'm a little worried about wood handles from Condor and what happens when I whack those handles with wood for batoning videos. It's comfortable. Not quite as stabby of a tip as I like, but, One more, my Vangedal Rover, or, hey, that looks like a steak knife. I love the flat grind on this one, and the handle, while also wood, I've beaten the crap out of it, and it's been fine. Sheath is also very nice. It has a good way of keeping the knife in the sheath whenever it's closed, because it has a little stud. Are we about done? I don't know. Are we at 10 minutes? You know this. For this segment, I got me a new ferro rod, courtesy of Silent Thunder Ordnance. 5/16 of an inch diameter, 2.5 inches long. We're going to start a fire with this, or I'm going to eat the ferro rod. I'll link the ferro rods below. They're blingier than a standard ferro rod, and with multiple color options for people who accessorize their outdoor gear. So if you don't know, Esee has the best idiot bushcraft proof warranty in the business. They're ready for dumb YouTubers like myself who have used their warranty before. It's an unconditional transferable lifetime warranty. You break it beyond repair, just send it to them. I have 4 Esees now, and though people want me to review some other fixed blades, I won't. It's not that I won't, it's just that, hey, I know people that trade me Esees, and I bought a few of them, so whatever. If I did what people wanted me to, then I wouldn't be on YouTube. If you like this review, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Yahoo Answers, Tumblr, Snapchat, MySpace, Friendster, Venmo. Leave a comment. Give the video a thumbs up. If you're watching this, James Gibson and Esee, I hope you're not. I just want to sincerely apologize, but YouTube made me do it. So it's really not my fault. Thanks for watching.